I don't know where we got up to. I know we was doing the laser, and I don't know if we managed to get it working on. Let's do the pet first, the 64 first. So I don't know if we. I think we got it working on the 64. Yes. So we got the laser going boing on the 64. Right. So did we get it going on the Vic? I can't remember. Right. Let's find out. See if there's any noises on that. Such a deep noise that is. No. Right, so we've got the Vic to do. Right. I did some rummaging round on the YouTube to find out how him did the how he did the sound on the Vic. So let's find an up-to-date video. Oh, we'll pick that one.
Hello and welcome to a GridRunner on the Commodore Vic. The similarity being that
oh, I don't want to listen to a person talking. Just give me the game. Ah, here we go. So. That looks like it's just doing zzz, zzz. Get out of full screen mode. That looks like it's just going zzz, zzz. In fact, can I find the game? Ooh, that'd be interesting. Da, 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 da. Is it in the archive? How's he got it here for download? Aha! Here we go. Come on. I pressed it. Oh, maybe it's not there. Oh, it is. Keep. Put that there. Now, I think it was an 8K game. I think it was an 8K game. So let's fire GridRunner up. Let's see. Now let's change the settings. I think it was all blocks. Let's do that. Right, let's GridRunner, where are you? No. Where did it go? Oh, so much in my downloads. That's not it. Oh, I wonder where it went. Hello. Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's definitely there. Ah, there it is. Right. It's definitely in downloads. It's GR upgrade. Capitals. There it is. Oh. How big is it? 4K. Let's try it in its original format. Let's see, let's do 6. Whoops. Recent GridRunner. Oh. I wonder if it's original. There we go. Right, so we just want to hear what the laser sounds like. Right, so it's definitely a buzz, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely a buzz, and it seems to be the same. It seems to be the same frequency buzz as well. So, right. Let's see, where are we? Sound, game sounds. So, laser. Have we got the laser? That's the pods. Bullet effect. Ah, fire laser. Right, let's bring that back. One. Only tab 1. Is my tabbing screwed up? Oh. Strange. Right. So, it's a buzzing. So, how are we going to do this? So we're going to have to turn it on and off. And let's see, if we do it every cycle, let's see what happens. Let's try that. Right. Oi, John, pay attention to chat. Is it? Well, I never. No, they're 8s. They're definitely including 8s in there. Okay. It's lining up with the RTS, yeah. That's weird. It shouldn't be lining up, but shit at it. Tab size. It's 4. Oh well. That is weird. Oh, hang on. Let's try that. No? That's the one. There we go. Hey! Fixed it. Fixed it. Real old men juice pie. Hey Arthur, how you doing? Have we got an ETA of the next beta? I've been asked. Well, I'll let Arthur sort his thoughts out. Right, so we need to we need a low sound. So the low sound, if my memory serves me, let's get to see if we can find the docs. I can't remember if I put them in the C64 directory or not. No. So it's in my docs. So we need, so I think that's voice 1, because I think voice 1 was the lowest thing there. So where are we? Compute, and we want that one. Right. Maybe not that one. Where's mapping? That's the one. So we want a low voice, so it's 9,000 somewhere. There we go. So, screen scrolling, voices, gotta be next. There we go. So, it's a 900A, so that's the one we'll use. And we'll pick a value at random. So if we say, it's got to be a low one at least, doesn't it? 15. Store it in 900A. Now, we want to turn it off. So how am I going to turn it off? Well, let's see what noise it comes out with first. Nada. Nothing. Not a sausage. Do we have to oh, we have to turn them on, don't we? Ooh, forgot. Where's the turn on? Switch to enable or disable this oscillator. Switch to turn on or disable. Right, okay. So basically we should be able to that should turn it on and off. Ooh. We're definitely getting noises. It's not on very long now. It's not on very long. When does it get? Oh, that's because we only fire it the once, don't we? Hang on. Fire control. I think that only happens here, isn't it? No, edge. That's the one. Edge shifts. There. So it's only it only fires when we fire the initial one. So what we need to do is we need to move it from there for the Vic into the laser control. So we'll do this. If not Vic 20, hopefully that will do it. I'm hoping that's not. If not Vic 20. And then in laser, here, every time it executes, you want it to run the routine. So, if Vic 20, we want to JSR sound dot laser. Oh, thanks for the bit, mate. Put that there. Right, let's see what that does. That should run every time the laser gets the shimmer effect. So it should be longer. There we go. We need, because it blew us up, didn't it? So we need to turn off everything when we die. Where's the death scene? Player death. So this is our death scene, so we need to turn off everything. Turn off all voices. Because we'll have a different sound effect for the exploding ship. So I'll just turn off all voices. Well, that seems to have done the Vic one. I'm happy with that noise, I am. I'm happy with that sound effect. Oh, it changes if it's a long one. There we go. There we go. Right. So, C64. C16. Because we know the 128 is going to use the SID chip, so we don't need to worry about that. We'll still go into it just to make sure it's working. Let's try it. But it should be the same. Nope. Nope. Edge shits. So it should be going in there, but it... Have I missed the C6? It's 128 on it. No, it's there. I wonder if this this is not working, so we'll do this. We'll do that. See if that does it. No. Well, it's doing something, but it doesn't sound like a laser. Let's put a breakpoint on that just to make sure it's going there. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. We can. We'll just use the Vice emulator to do it. So it's definitely going in there. But it's not sounding like anything. Right, I'm just going to go back to 64 and see if that still works. Technically lasers are silent. Yeah, okay. Doesn't make good for a good game though, doesn't it, when you got silence everywhere. Right, so that is definitely working. So there must be a missing C128. Right, let me just check the sound. Right, so that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, but that's not us. Turn off. Bullet. Pod destruction. C64, C128. It's like the voice hasn't been set, but the problem is it's set here. We set the delays here because we worked it out. We don't have to bank out and bank in for SID chip, do we? Because the other sound effects work. Let's go back into the 128. Sound. Right, let's run it. I'm going to look at the byte chart in a minute. There's nothing going on. Right. Byte dump. What are we bringing in? Right, so that's turn off voices. Hang on a second. That's the SID code. Why is the SID code doing in there? We're supposed to be loading in game code. Evening, Doctor. Yeah, it would be, but we're not. This is not the problem with trying to figure it out. We're not setting it, and I've got a sneaky suspicion this game SID is being loaded in when it shouldn't be. So game SID. There we go. Look, we've got some references to game SID that shouldn't be going on at all, because it's all in game sound now. Right, let's try it again. Let's see if the proper routine takes over. No. It's like the attack and decay's not been set. Get rid of that. I need to add a folder because it's getting ridiculous. Add folder. That one, thank you. There we go. Byte dump. Right, set up SID. So it's doing. So it is doing sound through. It just doesn't seem to be wanting to. Well, it's definitely got all the values. Materialize ship. Where is draw vertical lines? Activate game. Check for pods. Laser control. It's too far. It's before that. Game controls. Hang on. Here, 2977. Is it running it? Is it actually running it? Yes. Why is the sound not coming out then? That is weird. That it works in the 128 mode, but not in what? Works in C64 mode, but not in 128. That is terrible. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It is doing something. Well, we'll move to the C16. We'll figure that out later. Right, where's C16? There it is. Game sound. So, for the C16, right, so the C16, let's get its docks up. Where are we? Was it that one? Yes, it was. I think it was that one. Right at the very bottom, I think it was. Here we go. So, what should we use? Voice 1? Or voice 2? We'll use voice 2. So voice 2 frequency is there. So we just want it to come on and off. So we'll put that in. We'll go 32, and then we'll store it in FFOF, and then we need to turn the and we're doing voice 2, so we need to turn on and off voice 2. Which is bit 5. Okay, so LDA on 1, XOR 765 1 2 3 4. Right, so that should turn on and off voice 2. But we need to change the also the laser, the edge shifts, because we don't want it going through. Where are we? Here. So and is or is that, yeah? So if it's a C16, we don't want it to go through. We want to do it here. So if it's C16 or VIC-20 or C16, we want it to run through there. Right, so let's try it. Okay, well we're going to lower the tone down. Let's see if that gives us anything else. F6. That didn't lower it much, did it? It's still pretty high, that is. Pretty high, that is. Right. FFOF. What's FFOF? Right. Poke. Oops. No. Poke 65295, comma, we put 16 in, right, and then poke, so that's the frequency, and then it's FF11, so FF11 is 65297, comma, so we need to set to 15, so 15, so binary, so it's gonna be 0 0 1 0 1 1 1. That's it. 47. Right. So that's voice 2. Well, there ain't much going on there, is there? Oh, the sound on this is not really that good, is it? Let's see what voice 1 gives us. So that's 1 less. 1 less. 4. And this. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 37, 31. Whoops. Oh, turned it off. Why? Oh no. Yeah, it's going to be on. God, silence. Right. What? That is meant to be very... That's meant to be really quiet. Zero. Right. That's meant to be really quiet. Alright, volume is the first 3 bits. So set it to 1, should be really quiet. Oh, there we go. Right, let's try 31 now. So 15 and 15 right. Voice 1 on is bit 4, so that's right. By texture filtering in emulators. What? Texture filtering? What texture filtering? You mean this? That better? Right. Got to figure this sound out because it's driving me nuts. Okay. I might do. Let me just save that then. Right. So voice. So 15 is the volume. So if I do 7. 32 plus 7 is 39. No, 16 plus 7. 23. That should be half volume. God, that's still loud. There we go. Right, 32. 16. 8. 4. 1. I'm wondering if the high registers needed for this as well. Let's see, what's voice 1's high bits? Where's that? FF12. Six five 298, comma 3. Oops. Oh, they've set the pants. Oh dear, I set the bitmap mode. Well, that's definitely high frequencies. Right, back to where we were. So poke 65297, comma 2. So that's the volume. So 16 plus 2 is 18. Alright, so that's set voice 1 on. So poke and voice 1 is 4 bytes less. 1, 2, 3 bytes less. 6, 5, 2, 9, 4, comma 2. So it's not changing that much. If I do go big, okay, let's turn the volume off. That WauloK. Right, so we set the volume to 1. So 1 plus, where are you? Plus. How can that be a 3? Plus. Is my keyboard set up wrong? Oh, it's in American, isn't it? Next to the equals. Next to the... No, that... Oh. Yeah, but that's... But it's... That is not. I wonder if the keyboard's... No. Where the hell's the plus sign? Where's the plus sign on American keyboard? Oh well, so 1, 32, 33. Right, so this is voice 2. So that's voice 2. Okay, shift. No, that's coming up here. Never mind. So we're in voice 2, so we now need a 5 there. So that's higher than voice 1. Weird. That is not very low, is it? Sound. See what this says about sound. Sound 47. Yeah, get by white. Wish I could. Hang on, 47. What's the frequency worked out at? The low byte of, so FE, that's right. So we're in the low byte. We are in the low byte. I wonder if this will copy and paste in. Nah, didn't think it would. Got to lowercase it, haven't I? Okay, so we've got to use a low. We've heard the lowest it will go, and 16's not that, so we'll do 1. Let's see what it does. It's just too high. That's a ridiculous noise. Right, let's just make sure I've got this right. Right, where are you? There we are. So, let's just make sure I'm not missing anything. Nothing on that page, nothing on that page. Right, okay, so FF0F is frequency voice to low byte. And oh, let's see, let's just make sure there's nothing in the high byte. Alright, that's knocked out the high byte as well. I wonder if that's why it was so high. It's just too high. That is just too high. How can that be so high? No, Arthur, it's not 2. It's a total of 9 bits for the frequency pitch. So you've got 2 bits of another byte that's got bits 8 and 9, and let me move this across here so you can see. So we're doing this FFOE. Sorry, not FFOE. FFOF. Yeah, FFOF, which is voice 2. Yeah. So we're setting 1 in FFOF, which should be a really low value. And we're putting 0 in FF10, which is the high bit of voice 2. And then in FF11, we are not setting a lot. That should be set with the volume. Hang on, let me just check. Right, set max volume. Yeah, here we go. So this is where we're setting the maximum volume. FF11. So we're actually dividing it by 2, but 15 is the highest. So we're actually setting the volume to 7. So we're setting the volume to 7, but we have got a problem that we're not taking what's already there. So for it with 1 and then store it, because we've got these lots here. Right. And then what we're doing, we're actually bit 5, which is that one there, we're just turning on the voice of voice 2 into square mode and then turning it off. So whatever it is at the moment, it turns on and then turns off. So really, we need to turn it off. So where's my turn off voices routine? Here. So that is setting the volume to 15 and turning everything off. So that should be right. But that's not right, because 15... Yeah, that's right. 0 to 3 is 15. So in essence, it should be switched off. In essence. But it's switching it off and then switching it straight off. But the problem is, it's not a buzzing sound, it's just, it seems to be doing the opposite. Merch. What do you mean merch? Oh, I haven't got a merch site. Have I? I haven't got a merch site. I'll have to think of something. Put something on there. I just need to turn it on. Be first to buy nothing now. I'll have to see. I'd like to have my own mug. So that should turn it on and then immediately turn it off like a buzzing sound, but it's not. It seems to be doing the opposite. It seems to be, it's on and then it turns off. That is a rubbish sound. That is just a rubbish sound. If I do bit 6, let's see. That'd be noise. That should be a noise, like an explosion. There. Sounds better. Right, so what we got? We got fire. got destruction. Need destruction of the ship now. Yeah, the beeps are not brilliant. I think the VIC-20's got better beeps. I think the Vic's got better beeps. Well, that's the laser on the. So we've got the laser on everything. It's just taken us what, an hour and a half just to get the laser sounds on everything, and we still haven't done it on the 128. I don't know why the 128's not. It's not producing sound. Well, it's not producing the laser sound, even though it's set up the same. Let's just try it again. It is. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's like a heartbeat, isn't it? I'll tell you what. We will make the sound frequency different for the 128. I'm still in 8 space mode. What is it doing? So, hash if C64 will do that, else hash else we will do LDA. Let's give it a big number. Right, so that should now have a different number. Let's see. See if we get a noise out of it. No. The attack and delay has not been set, I'm sure. I'm sure the attack and delay has not been set. Game setup. So it's definitely setting up the SID chip. Oh, am I doing anything? No, I'm just turning off the gates on. Right, okay. But I'm setting up voice 3 to there, and I'm giving it a high frequency as well, so it should be right. There's only one way to find out. D413, D414, D413, D414. Let's run that. F6. Right. Get it to run. Right. Monitor. Memory. D413. Yeah, it's set. So the attack and delay set. on voice 3. So why is it not playing? Yeah, everything's set. That is weird, because everything is set. So voice 3 is set up. And we set it there, and then in... we set up the gate. Hello, FaZe. Right. Let's see what it says in here. Where's the sounds? Game sounds. Have I put a thing on the game sounds? No, I haven't. Right. Right, let's see what's going on. Right, so we should find it now. Game sounds 1D10. So it's definitely setting that. And it's definitely picking the high one up. Oh, I don't know why the C128's not... Why is it not making any noise? That is. That is. That isn't. Is the SID chip faulty? Okay. Let's do what Doxter's just said. So fire control. Well, it makes a noise. That's a pretty horrific one as well. Let's put it back to what it was. So we know that that's not the issue. Only dogs can hear it. Yep. Right, that is the noise that I was expecting. That is the noise. Yeah, that is the noise that we're expecting. But for some reason, that noise is not appearing. And it's to do with this, to do here. Because that's where it is. Let's just make sure in laser we're not fit, then do laser file, end if. Right, so that's okay. So we know that the SID, we know the SID chip's doing it because it's just done it on the fire. No, because we're in C64, C128 mode. I just don't understand why it's not working, because everything else seems to, in the 64 version, it works. Oh. That is so annoying. The sounds like the sound's been cut short, but that's the thing, you see, because if I go into 64 mode, which is exactly the same code, let's just sort the display out. It's exactly the same code. There's something being set on the 64 that's not been set on the 128. Let's see if we can find it. Right. So it's hash if C64. Right, we've got one here. What's this? Right, screen location, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. So, okay. It's okay, it's okay. Forget the bin directory, we're not bothered about that. So, no, everything's been set that is... So it's running through the same code. Yep. So it's not that. Oh. Don't understand. Don't understand. Alright. We'll leave that for the moment. We know that it works on the 64. And we know it works on the 128, but for some reason it won't work in that specific instance. I mean, okay, I suppose we could. Let me just try something. So on the edge shits, we don't. So let's put the 128 in there. And let's get it to run on the laser all the time. Let's see what it does. Let's see. See if we get a buzz. And not a boing. Well, would you believe it? It's doing the buzzing. It's doing the buzzing. Right. Let's turn it off there. And turn it off there. I wonder if the emulator emulates the SID chip differently. I wonder if the emulator... Yeah, I just don't know why it's not... Let's try another emulator. So what am I... Okay, what am I firing? What emulator am I firing up? 3.4, okay. Let's try a different emulator. Is that going to be my workspace? Yes, it is. I'll tell you what, I'll just fire it straight off my desktop. Right, let's try 3.1. We'll load the file in. Right, bin C128. Well, there you go. It's the emulator. Okay. Let's try. Yeah. Let's try the +4, C16 +4, whatever you want to call it. And let's see if the sounds are different on that. There you go. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong place. Bin. Nah, it still sounds the same. Right. So on the 128, we're not going to use the 3.4 version. We will use the 3.1 version. So let me just grab the shortcut for it. Right, so we use a 3.1 version of it. So let's fire it up and let's see if it runs it in there now. Yeah, it is. Right. Get it to be big. Sort the settings out. Oh, what am I looking for? Oh, here. I said no. What's going on? Am I setting the wrong thing? Oh. What am I doing here? I've broken it. Video settings. Right. So it's not that. It's that. And it's not that either. Here we go. Double size. Turn off. None. There we go. Why is that double size? Right. Save. Get rid of that. Vic2CR. We're not doing rendering. Here we go. That's better. set the joystick. Hang on. Key set A. Configure key set A. So that is southwest. South. Southeast. West. East. North. Fire. Right. Let's see if that remembers what he's doing. Why ain't you loaded it in? Whatever. Have kebab. There we go. Right, all that time wasted trying to figure out what's wrong with the sound. It's in the emulator. Ugh. Right, so we're going to be using emulator version 3.1 instead of 3.4 for the C128. Right, so we need an explosion for when we die. Did we have an explosion in the original GridRunner? I can't remember. Can't remember. Let's see if I can find GridRunner. It's not there. Desktop should be in here somewhere. C64. Where are you? GridRunner. That'll do. Do we have an explosion? Right, got the materialization sound. Oh, Alt J, isn't it? Control J. What's the swap? Right, so there is an explosion. Right, so so we need to do the same thing. Let's see how he did it, and then we'll see if we'll see if it's simple. Did the no, they didn't stop when they were firing. They just carried on. They fired, but they still carried on the original. Right, let's load GridRunner. Well, I've just played it. I've just played the original just then, and they carry on going when they fired the laser. But we're going to run the original anyway. So here we go. So here's the original that we disassembled. So if you watch, look, they carry on, look. They leave it behind. So we need to find where we die and see if we can find the noises that we make when we die. Dead. Did we have dead? No. Reset. I think it was called reset. There was lots of resets. Oh, hang on, it was TSX, wasn't it? There we go. Alright, Microman, we'll see you in a bit. Right, so this is where we're dying. So if we go to find where that is. Jump to ship explosion. So setting the volume to max and has the alright, okay. So he's setting everything off. He's turning everything off. Setting 3 in the high, and then it's just it's just turning the noise generator on and off. As he cycles through. And he's turning the sound off as well. He's lowering the sound. But where is he doing that? So he sets it up here. Current SID level. Let's find all. Ah, so he's decreasing it there on the loop, on the explosion loop. Okay. So we could do the same thing. We could do the same thing. It's all about the volume, because it goes quiet. So okay. Can we do this? I suppose we can do the same thing. Memory. So we need to set up a storage area for volume. Have we got one? Nope. Right. So we'll set one up. So we'll do the same thing. So that's what we're doing. And he's got it in the... He's actually got it set in the ship explosion. But what we're going to do is we're going to... where's the explosion? Here. So ship explosion. So we're going to... It's in ship. Materialize ship. Explode ship. Here we go. So we're going to do the same thing. So current sound. Where is it? Alright. Can you hear that? I think one of the dogs is dreaming. I think one of the dogs is dreaming. We're in 128 mode. I've got to remember that. Ship. So restore the there, and we'll then what we'll do is we'll create a routine to I mean he sets that every time. Why is he setting that every time? He's not changing it in any way. Right, game sound. Too many things are open. Right. Oh, I'm in 8 mode again. Stop it. Right. So, so we are setting it in the reg. There we go. So he's turning the 3 voices off effectively. And then he sets the high frequency of voice 1. And that's it. Now he's running that all the way through. He's running that within the looper, and I'm not too sure you need to. I think we can get away with it there, because we're only setting it up. And then he activates it. So he's loading 0, storing it in reg 1, and then he loads the noise value and switches it on and stores it back into seared reg 1. So he turns it off and then turns it back on in noise mode, then loads the current sound I can't remember what I called it. Current sound level? No, volume. And then stores that into the volume control. So it would steadily get quieter and quieter as the progression of the ship gets destroyed. So we'll put that in the looper where we're looping back round, and that is here, and then we'll decrease the sound volume as it runs through. Right. That should work. So we'll go back into 64 mode, where we start. And let's die. Oh, we've got a bug. Oh, I've missed a colon. Oh. Oh, it's failed again. What's it failed on now? Oh, okay. One 3.8. Where's the other one? Is there another one? Any more? For any more? No. Right, so let's die. I'll wait, because they'll shoot me at the bottom row in a minute. Ooh, I was close. There we go. Oh, that was just too long, and then it started again. That was just too long, and then it started again. Ship explosion. How can I... Have I got a delay in here? Yes, I have. Set to 128. See if we cut that down to... 96. That's the next logical one. Right, let's see. See if it's short enough to... Ooh. Close. Close. We're getting there. Just need to shorten it a bit further to, say, 80. Let's try it. And we'll die quicker because I'm going to move up the spot. There we go. So it's going to shoot me pretty quick. There we go. Oh! Close, but no cigar. 64. So we've basically halved the speed. Right, I'm going to, what am I going to do? Yeah. 48. It's so close. It's so close. It's too tantalizingly close to let it go. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. That will do, Larry. Right. So we've got our basis point now. So we've got a noise generator and we can use the same philosophy for the VIC. So let's get into the VIC. Let's see if we can get the VIC one to work as well while we're here. Because that's got a noise generator, as far as I remember. Let's have a look. Pan. Here we go. So, voice 2, noise, this one, 900D. So that's the one we want. So in game ship. Well, we need the sound though, don't we? We need the sound. Alright, so here we don't need to do this for us, so and do that. Let's put the VIC in. And what we need to do is we need to set up the voice. So we'll do the same thing again. We'll put 3 in it. We'll put 3 in it. Into 900D. I think it's 900D. Yeah. So that sets it up. And then for the explosion effect, we'll do the same thing again. So this is to do with the C64. Now we're going to do the VIC. Now the VIC is, we're going to take 900D and so they're turning it off, so we're going to do the same thing as well. So we're going to AND it with that, but their active bit is bit 7. Yeah, switch on is bit 7. Right, so we're going to turn it off, store it back. Hey buddy. And then we're going to do what they've done in the thing, is switch it back on again. But this time, OR it with and then here it's a different animal because that their volume control is a different place. So set volume, here we go. Set volume and auxiliary color. So the auxiliary color is bits 4 to 7 and volume is bits, right, okay, so it's bits 3. So we store it, so we'll have to load 900E, I think it is. Yeah, E. And it with that. Then OR it with ooh, no. How are we going to do that? What does it affect? Does it affect anything that we important? Well, it's auxiliary colour. Ah, sod it. Stuff it. We're not using any multicolour at the moment. Do that. So that should return the volume of... Right. We should be okay to go, hopefully. What am I missing? Get gun. Ship. What am I missing in ship? Missing end. Is there? Is there? Oh, hang on, is that inside? No. But there isn't a missing end token. Oh, hang on. It's right. There was a missing end token. I think we may not need to have this because everything's set to 15. I don't think we need that. Right. Oh, it stopped it just before me. Whoa, God, how clucky was... There we go. Oh, that sounded alright. That sounded alright. Oh, we've lost sounds. We've lost the volume. We have lost the volume, so how would that be like? Okay. Let's try that again. Right, let's see if we can die. Yeah, that explosion sounded brilliant. Right, so now we just got to do the C16 version and see if we can get a similar sort of explosion out of that. Right, back in the C16. Ooh. Right, so let's hope we can get this similar sort of thing. So we'll do 05. We need to store it in the noise generator one, which is voice 2, and voice 2 is FFOF. Now the volume is tricky on this one because it's got other stuff with it. Yeah, it's got that stuff with it. So so let's set it up, and then we need to turn it off and turn it on. So we'll just do that for the moment. We need to turn it off and on back on again. So we're loading FF11. Turn it off and then turn it on. Right, so FF11, and it's bit 6. So that clears it out. Turns it off, store it back, and then turn it back on again. that does the sound effect, and then we just need it to reduce the volume as it does it. So I think we're going to have to push that away because we're going to have to load FF11 because that's where it is, and it, and protect everything else bar the volume, store it in FF11, pull that back, OR it with FF11 and then store it again. So that should clear it out, put it back so it's empty, OR it with what the counter is we've just pulled back, and then store it again. Right. Let's see what noise we make out of this. Here we go. So if you select the Vic, we'll move up one. Should be quick. First time. Oh, I missed it. Yes, it's a definite dead sound that is. Right. Me personally, I would love to do this. So we're looking at the materialization of the ship. So this is the original. Oh, I'll just reset it like a Wally. It's not set up to automatically run. Oh, Alt J. There we go. That, I'd love to be able to do that, but that's going to take some serious figuring out, that is. So we've got some sound effects on now. Now, one of the things I want to do is I want to add more baddies to it. Ooh, baddies to it. Or make it harder than it is, because at the moment it's just snake driven. Yeah, snake driven and the lasers. And I want to. The plan is to make to have other obstacles, to have a little bit of AI, not much, but a little bit of where the lasers fire. So it tries to catch. If you stay still, instead of just timer shooting around you and then may get you, because there is a spot on there that you can sit still and it'll never get you. Never get you. But if we put something in that starts pointing the laser that you're there, then it could try and get you. So I want to do that. I also want to make the snakes do diagonals instead of just doing that and that and that and that. I want to make it do the diagonals to add a little bit more complexity, hardness, complexity, and then after that, I want the ability for the snake to drop a bomb on you. So as it, I haven't thought it through, but it was either that it drops a bomb on you when they're above you. Yeah, so no matter where you are, if it crosses your path, it will drop a bomb. Yeah, or we get the snake to randomly drop bombs that just randomly happen, and it may hit you. So there are because effectively, if you think about it, the game that we've got at the moment is there. It's got multiple levels. We've made sure it's got multiple levels, I think. Let's put it back into 64 mode. I think it's got multiple levels. Game memory. Yeah, it's got multiple levels. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's got 32 levels at the moment. Of varying degrees, but it's basically number of snakes, how long they are, how quick the lasers fire, and I want to add something more into it. So if I this is now I'm going to try and start playing my own game. This is going to be disastrous. Right, here we go. Ooh, that was close. Missed it. So we've got lots of commanders now. Oh, die! Oh, that was close. Got him! Got him, got him, got him! Now this is not, so this should now, we should end up with, oh, the lasers have speeded up. Ooh. Down, down, down. Oh, missed them all. Oh, too early. Oh, missed it. Oh, gotta be joking me. You see the concentration on my face. Oh! Right. So, I mean, we've got a fully working GridRunner. You know, it's a homage to the man himself. But I think now we need to start putting more stuff in it. More make the snake a bit more rather than just left and right predictable. We need to start making it making the snake do diagonals. I think we should get it to do diagonals, so to make life a little bit easier, and also like I say, a little bit of AI in the lasers to stop you just sitting in one place as they fire around you. We try and get it to target you a little bit more. bombs coming out of the snakes, like I say. Also, random enemies on the grids, I think, makes so as we have a second adversary on the grid. So as well, it's not just the snake; it's other things. We can make this into a bit of a monster of a game and make it really, really hard. It just needs some extra work. So the goal for this was to recode GridRunner, which we've done. This is effectively on. I'd like to do the sound effect for the materialization, but that's not necessary. It is a game that works and is playable. So, and it works on all the platforms. Now, if we want to add more, we're going to be moving away from the Petsky platform, so the pet version would fall by the wayside, because I want to put in smooth scrolling ships in, yeah, smooth scrolling bullets and stuff like that, and you can't do that with just normal Petsky graphics, because we have to move one character at a time. And to do smooth scrolling graphics, you need to be able to scroll over two characters, yeah, so you have two characters. Which you can't do with Petsky characters. It's impossible to do. So that's another aspect that I want to make it look a bit a bit more polished, so to speak. So in terms of recoding GridRunner, reverse engineering it, understanding it, and then rebuilding it from a brand new platform, we have got it, and it works on all the Commodore machines from the PET up to the +4. I have been thinking about the next Disassemble Recode series, and I was trying to think of some unusual games that were out there, and I've come up with one, which is, let's see if I can load it up. Ooh. Hey, thank you, mate. That's a lot of bits, that is, mate. That's a lot of bits. That's probably more bits than I've earned so far. Cheers, thank you. Right, this is the game that I'm thinking of doing next. Right, so we're starting off with a Vic game. So this will not be able to go down to the PET, right? So, see? 1K bits badge you've just earned. You've just earned that. That's come up on my screen. Has it come up on yours? Wow. Cheers, mate. Right. So now it's up to you. If you like this disassembling and examining games and rebuilding them into the modern formats. I like doing them. I like messing around like this. Now I found this game. Well, I didn't find it. I've got the wrong settings. I used to play it as a kid. Dig Dug. Yeah, I thought of Dig Dug, mate. Thought of Dig Dug. Let's put that. It's an 8K game, I think this one is. And it's called Myriad. Now I spent, when this was a game that was bought for my birthday, I think, when my folks had bought the Vic, because as you know, the Vic that my folks bought was one of the very first ones. It's got a serial number of just over 1,000 on it, and I've got that here. And this is what I want to do. Let's just turn the volume down a bit. Here we go. And it's Myriad. It's very colourful. It's absolutely manic, and as you can hear, very noisy. And I thought this would be because there's no sprites, it's a proper character game, and be able to disassemble it in the Vic and then reconstitute it back into a 64, the 128, the C16. I think we could get away with doing that. Right, let me see. Have I got my yeah, I've got the joystick set up on this, so let's see if we can have a go at it. Come on. Here we go. Oh, this brings memories. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, blew up. So this is... So this is the game I want to reverse engineer. Oh, come on, John, you can do better than this. Oh well. So this is the game I want to as our next reverse engineering project. It's not a well-known game. I mean, for the Vic, it was a very well-known game, but they never moved. They never did it for the 64. And it's a manic game. And so I thought of it is very, very noisy. It's just solid noise, isn't it? It's just absolute solid noise. So this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I want to reverse engineer this so we understand how it works. It's an 8K Vic game, and then do the same we've done with GridRunner, and bring it up to the sort of my level of graphics, my level of sound. But it depends whether we want to build it for all the machines like we've done for GridRunner, or just keep it for the C64 and truly evolve it to the next level. You know, get some goat tracker music going on in there, get some proper smooth scrolling going on, and like the shit could be like 4 or 5 sprites to make it something like that. Yeah, exactly. Make it sprites. Get a multiplexer going. Be the first time we ever do a multiplexer in anger, ready for the Hunchback project. So that's my plan, is to try and reverse engineer this in the next set of streams. But we'll still come back to GridRunner, because I'm going to commit this to GitHub. I'm going to create a new branch so we can start adding all the extra things, how make it more, make it harder, have more adversaries, and add extra stuff. And that's what I want to do, as well as smooth moving. So I will put this into GitHub. It'll be in the patron area to start with. So if you're a patron, you'll be able to see it I will be making the disassembly of GridRunner available to the public next week, because we're now well and truly into the videos on YouTube. So you guys that are patrons, you'll be able to get to this and see how the multi-platforms work in Kick. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. We're going to finish early. I'm going to have a drink because I've run out, I think. There's the last bit. And so no problem. So we'll carry on working with GridRunner. So the next part will not be recoding, it's going to be making it better, and we'll start a series on disassembling and disassembling the Myriad software. Alright, well thanks for joining me. It's been great doing this. I've loved every minute of doing this. Right, is there anybody around to raid? I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.